This is episode 1 of the One Idea podcast, the secret to marketing anything. This podcast is produced by Evolve and Adapt, an award-winning strategy and digital consulting firm based in Singapore and Malaysia. If you're looking to build your brand and generate massive leads and revenue, book a marketing consulting call at evolveadapt.com. Dear citizens, my name is JC Sum. I'm a certified marketing management consultant and the author of Evolve, Adapt or Collapse. Recently, I had a conversation with a neighbor who's a personal trainer or PT. He was sharing that he had a difficult time getting new clients. So I asked him how he looks for new clients. He says he posts on social media and gets referrals from friends or existing clients. Basically what you'd expect. I then asked why someone should hire him. He said he's a certified physical trainer with over 10 years of experience as a PT. He's a member of a popular gym chain and can train clients there, or he can also do home visits to train them at home or in gyms in their condos. I then asked why someone should hire him over another PT. He could not come up with an answer, and in fact said, it's all about the same. Therein lies the problem. If you cannot find a difference that is of value to your audience, then it's very difficult to be successful. The problem is a marketing problem, not a product problem. First, it is important to understand what is marketing. According to Investopedia, marketing refers to activities a company undertakes to promote the buying or selling of a product or service. Marketing includes advertising, selling, and delivering products to consumers or other businesses. However, in my opinion, this rarely describes marketing tactics. I think as an ideology or fundamental business concept, we need a better understanding of marketing at a fundamental level. I offer this definition of marketing that is concise, yet big enough to be used as a guiding business concept for today's market. So here's my definition of marketing. Marketing is the communication of a differentiated value to your target audience. The key point here is differentiated value. Let's start with value. Value in marketing is known as customer perceived value. The critical phrase in that sentence is customer perceived. Value is what your product or service brings to customers. In the case of the physical trainer, the value is an experienced professional that helps people get in good physical shape for a healthier lifestyle. If you're an employee, your value is the effectiveness and productivity that you bring to your organization. Or maybe you have a specific technical skill set that is required for your job. Your value is compensated with a salary, and if you demonstrate extraordinary value, you may get a promotion or a bonus. In today's competitive landscape, it is not always enough to offer basic value, especially if you're not at the top of the food chain. If you're a small business competing with much more established businesses or maybe even global brands, just having a product or service that everyone else offers is not enough, even if it is marginally better. Likewise, if you're an employee, you're competing with your peers. Some may have more experience or better education qualifications than you. Some might have been with the company longer, or some just know how to play that political game. If you just do the job that you're hired for competently, that is, you don't make many mistakes, but you don't do anything extraordinary, it may not be enough to stand out from your peers. After all, you are doing the job that you're paid to do. So having a differentiated value is vital to get an edge over the competition. A couple of years ago, I gave a TEDx talk at NTU, a university in Singapore. It was entitled, Good to be Great, Great to be Different. The essence of the talk was that professionals and businesses should always strive to be good, and if they can, try to be great. But if for whatever reasons, circumstances do not allow one to move from good to great, then it's better to be different. Specifically, to have a differentiated value that provides a competitive advantage. Once you have identified your differentiated value, you must be able to communicate this value. Remember the definition of marketing as a concept. Marketing is the communication of a differentiated value to your target audience. So the next keyword is communication. You must be able to communicate your differentiated value to your target audience. Even if you have the best differentiated value in the world, if no one knows about it, it's not going to help you in any way. There is a saying, if a tree falls in a forest, but no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Spoiler alert, from a marketing perspective, the tree does not make a sound. Marketing is all about communication. In marketing, communication can take many forms. It can be as simple as demonstrating the effectiveness of your basic value while you perform your job or deliver a product or service. Word of mouth or referrals is a form of communication. As with other common promotional tactics, for example, engaging in advertising, PR and media, or email marketing. If you are an employee, you need to market yourself to your peers and management. Of course, it is probably not a good idea to toot your own horn and tell everyone how great you are. But if you have high differentiated value, people will notice and talk. If you perform exceptionally well, word-of-mouth marketing is your best organic communication tool. However, you can also be more proactive. For example, one simple way is to speak up at meetings with your own ideas. Singaporeans, Malaysians, and Asians in general are notoriously quiet when it comes to group meetings, especially with management present. So speaking up with constructive ideas will definitely help you stand out. Another way of self-marketing is to write a proposal or white paper for an initiative that will benefit your company. Send it to the relevant stakeholders. Whether the idea is approved and implemented is besides the point. The initiative and effort in itself is a powerful form of direct marketing. Going back to the example of the physical trainer, how can he create a differentiated value that he can communicate? There are many ways to do it, but here are just a few ideas. Number 1, focus on a specific clientele. Example, focus on corporate executives between the ages of 35 and 60, or celebrities and personalities. That means coming up with a training program that fits their lifestyle or their needs. So if you find a specific clientele and cater to their needs, that can be a differentiated value. Idea number 2, focus on a specific branded training program, especially if it's very popular at this particular point of time. This could be something that is really hyped up at the moment or is in trend. It could be a boot camp, Zumba, or well-known yoga program. But if you offer it, and especially if you're one of the few people who offer this special license program, this is a way to differentiate yourself. Idea number 3, offer a value-added service. So besides PT services, the PT could maybe provide meal prep, that's meal preparation, or a gym membership so that the client can go to a professional gym, or maybe come up with a bespoke home exercise plan that the client can actually do at home between professional sessions. Idea number 4, any combination of the above. Now, will these ideas guarantee success to the PT? Well, not really, as there are no guarantees in life, but it will definitely give him a big edge over the competition. It will also help him stand out on social media because now he has a specific branding message or specific content that he can share. Hopefully, this has given you some ideas and some food for thought if you're a business owner or employee. Remember, the secret to marketing your business or yourself is to communicate your differentiated value to your target audience. We all have that differentiated value. The trick is to figure out what it is. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the One Idea podcast. Catch every episode by subscribing to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or on your favorite podcast app. Just search for One Idea. ONEEYEDEER. As you know, a podcast needs listeners' reviews to grow, so please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This ensures we can keep this podcast free forever. Check the show notes for details. If you'd like to learn more about the podcast, myself, or our consulting firm, head over to oneideapodcast.com. My name is JC Sum, and this has been One Idea.